Hello all. Well, since we were talking about breadcrumbs, I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. Why I put my makeup on. I'm going to meet my friend that I worked with many years ago, and we're still friends. First, if you don't know what it means, what this means, it means when we send flirtatious yet non-committal messages, or we set very general plans with the person, like, oh, maybe we'll get together this weekend, or maybe we can have coffee next week. So it's not a definite, plan. But we never follow through. We or the person doing the breadcrumbs, you never hear from them. And I learned early on, because, what are you doing this weekend? I don't know. Oh, maybe we'll get together. I made no other plans, turned down plans. Nope, don't do it anymore. When we or they act sincerely interested, like, you really are interested in the person. I'm trying to do this and do my makeup, so sorry. And I made some notes, so I'm trying to follow them. And it was working for a split second. This is really like a form of manipulation, because they're kind of manipulating you in your time. When they or we act as though we're sincerely interested, I think I said that already. And the person doing it might not even realize that they're doing this. They might not even realize that they're manipulating you. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. You're going to receive the attention from this person usually when you reach out to them. Okay? Not when, I know, isn't this what you wanted to do? But I'm meeting her at 5, so I didn't have time to do a video, and I didn't want to do it later on the way home. So I'm sorry about this, that this is my bronzer, which is Bare Minerals. The only one I'll use because, I don't know. I wish I had olive skin. But, you'll find that you're the one reaching out to them, not the other way around, them reaching out to you. And very proud of me. On my Facebook, it came up about, for this person that I'm trying to not reach out to, and I know I don't, but it's been 13 years in June since we met. So a relationship of 13 years. I'm trying to find my mascara and I cannot, which is odd. I have another mascara, which I guess I'm gonna use because I can't find. I really have to get rid of some crap in here. So, try not to reach out. Like, if someone's truly interested, women, and I'm old-fashioned in that way, the guy will reach out to you. He will make definite plans with you. And they're non-committal, or they might say, oh, I just got out of a relationship, I don't want to be in, I don't want to put labels on anything, so they don't want to commit. So this is called Lash, is the company. Is it? Vibely. Yeah. Vibely? Oh, Vibely. I thought it was called Lash. I don't know, but there's supposed to be 2 steps. So they will say, oh, I just want to go day by day, see what happens. I don't want, they always have excuses. Or if they do make plans with you, you just never hear from them. They're like, oh, okay, so this Saturday night we'll meet for coffee. Again, not exact plans. Not, and when someone says that to you, I've learned if someone says, oh, we'll meet this Saturday for coffee. Okay, what time? I'm not sure yet. Well, when will you know? And if they want to meet Saturday for coffee, they should let you know by Wednesday, in my opinion. And then if they do, and I'm not saying play games, but I would just say to them, if they say, oh, can you meet for coffee this Saturday? Say, well, it depends on what time. I can meet in the morning, but I have plans later in the day, like late morning, and stick to that. And if they say, oh, can you change around your plans? I was thinking no, I'm sorry. I was like, or you say, well, yeah, I can, but it would have to be I could only meet for an hour. So this way you're limiting your time. And even if you actually do end up meeting, limit your time. Limit your time with the person. And I had a guy one time, we were talking, and then he's like, you're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. It's a Saturday. Why don't we meet for coffee? So we did. And guess what? He asked me for brunch the next day. And he's like, oh, I gotta get home. I gotta, my son will be calling, and then the next day he said, did you realize I limited our time last night? And he said, not because I wasn't interested, but I wanted to see you again. And I just, so we did. But the weird thing was, he then, had his son, because it was every other week thing. And his son wasn't I think he was 10, 11. So it's okay, not too young, not too old, whatever. What the hell is that? Oops, my thing fell. So yeah, pin them down. Say, oh, okay, what were you thinking? What time were you thinking? Morning, after. If they say, oh, this week, you say, were you thinking Saturday or Sunday? And then, I got a little bit of time here. And they will reassure you. Let me tell you. They will reassure you when, here's the other mascara. I took it out. This is my brain going dead. So they will reassure you when they feel like you're pulling back, like you're not. And me and my friends have said that about, these guys are like, oh, the minute we don't show interest or back away, that's when they're up our asses. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? And I've started to not answer right away. Nope. I'm not answering. Listen, I haven't heard from you in a week, and especially, oh, look at this. I can use this as my mirror. I know. You might be giving me some makeup tips after this. This is someone told me. Always go like this and this with your blush because it blends it better. I don't know how true that is. So I hope I don't have too much on. But I'm done with my makeup. I'm gonna start driving because 5 o'clock and it's 5-10 minutes away. So You don't have to watch me do my makeup anymore. I'm not a big, like, a lot of makeup person. So, yeah. So, like, don't think, oh, wow, they've been really, and they'll give you compliments. They're like, oh, but you're so sweet, especially if they've seen you, or maybe seen you. Oh, stop, you're beautiful. Oh, you know, whatever. Or they also tend to ask you for pictures of yourself when you're going out, or if you have a wedding or a party. Oh my God, you look beautiful. Oh, the guys are going to be all over you. Guys are going to be hitting on you all night. And it could be the same. Women could be, you know, they're breadcrumbers too. And they might not be that interested. And, you know, they might say, oh, send me a picture of you. And you're so, oh my God, you're so handsome. Oh my God, you're not, you know, your dance card will be full all night. Girls will be asking you to dance, you know. They tend to, when they feel you're pulling away. And sometimes they just do it because they feel, oh, I gotta give her compliments, gotta give him compliments, or he's gonna be gone. And for these people, dating might not be a priority for them. Some people, it's not. Some people, they don't want to, again, it goes back to they don't want to be in a committed relationship. And dating isn't like, they're just looking for a fun time. And if you're that person, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna go for it. You know, I always have a good time with her, and, you know, we have sex, and, you know. So, and you're not a priority for them. And you should be. And I'm not saying a priority of their kids, a priority. And I'm not saying even like if they have their own business or a job, not saying necessarily that, I mean, a job shouldn't be their whole world and always an excuse, used as an excuse, but they don't, and maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings, and they think you're a really great person, and some have even said, you know, someone else comes along that could give you what you want, but don't consider me, I've been told this, don't consider me your plus one or your Saturday night guy. Really? Oh my God, are you serious? That's when I was like, oh no. And there's some, for whatever reason, and it's probably because I'm really not that, I like them, but I'm not really gaga, or whatever the word is you want to use. I'm like, okay, see ya. And I don't bother with them anymore. They reach out to me, I ignore them. So yeah, that's like, so that might be it. And they might not, you know, or it could be they, you know, you're an ego boost for them, because you're like, oh, you're such a sweet guy. You're such a great guy. Oh, that's so sweet that you do that with your kids. Oh, that's so sweet you do that with your mom. Oh, you know, that you still, like, you know, do that. Oh, you helped your neighbor. Oh, wow, how sweet. Meanwhile, he might be, you know, snow blowing the neighbor, and the neighbor might be blowing him. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Right? Just never know. And they want you to keep in touch. They don't want to lose touch, because they know when they're bored, or maybe even when they just want to get their rocks off. Are you fucking kidding me, asshole? Sorry, this jerk. Like, it's a yield. Oh my God. And you're a fucking idiot. Yeah. Fucking moron. Came off the parkway. Like, literally, like, I slow down, because I know they don't really brake there. So, sorry. Again, a little sub-story, because I'm driving. Yeah, so they want to keep in touch with you so they know they have someone when they need, they're bored. And my friend said to me one time, this guy only, just tell him, I know you're bored, and that's why you're reaching out to me. Call him out on it. And like I said, bored, lonely, and they don't want to lose you. Or they're just looking for a booty call. Or some of them could be scared that they don't want to commit. Some might not realize that they're scared, that they don't want to commit, so that they're scared to do this, to get in a committed relationship. Maybe when this happens, it gives the person they're sending the breadcrumbs to, whether it's you they're sending the breadcrumbs to or you're sending to someone, a false sense of hope. Because you're like, oh, they wouldn't be telling me all these things. They wouldn't be reaching out to me. They wouldn't be this or they wouldn't be that if they weren't interested. So it makes them think that maybe they are truly interested in them. They are truly interested. I felt like, oh, they're interested in me. Why would they keep reaching out? But you're comfortable. And especially if it's after a while, you just known this person for so long, a year, a couple of years, whatever. And I myself, like I said, have been guilty of this. And they filled a void for me at a time when I needed it. And I realized this wasn't fair to the people that I was doing this to. And so now I cut them off. I say, listen, I'm really sorry. I'm not interested. And, if they continue to try to, oh, well, let's be friends. You know what? I'm sorry. I have a lot of friends and I'm really sorry, but and I block them. So this way, they can reach out if they want, but they're not going to get through. I'm not going to know. So it's kind of, your way of, how are these people? God, this place is packed. Wow, it's a shopping center. Oh, it's probably for the immediate care. And I'm a little crooked here, so I have to pull in straight. And it's not quite 5. My friend said 5. So I've got some time here. So I'm glad. So now guys that have breadcrumbed me, there were guys that breadcrumbed me. And I felt it was okay. But new me, new place, new me, new year. But going forward, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get sucked in. And that's a lot of times. It might be a time in your life when you're feeling really crappy about yourself. Hey, beautiful, how you been? And and you're just like, oh, wow, But no, I'm not getting sucked in anymore. And I deserve better. I do. And if I'm wasting my time with these, someone that's breadcrumbing me, then I might truly miss out on someone that's interested. I mean, I might have my nose in the phone, and there could be someone that, if my nose wasn't in the phone, said, hey, they would have struck up a conversation. So this leads me to the question, why did we allow ourselves to be breadcrumbed? Those of us that were. And were we hopeful that they will or would realize that we're that amazing person that we know we are, and how there's no one else out there like us. Like, we could say, hey, oh my gosh, like, you know, if I talk to them enough and they really get to know me, we meet, we go to dinner enough, you know, have enough sex with them, they're going to be like, oh my God, there's no one like you. You know what? I'm done looking. It's not really the case, because that's not what they're thinking in their head. So, is this why, you know, we held on or hold on? Is this really healthy for us? It's really not. It's not healthy. I don't think. I mean, I could be, you know, that's just what I think. Someone else could think, yeah, it's healthy because time when I'm depressed, whatever, picks me up or whatever, you know, it's my drug. If that's how you feel, then that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, that's how you feel. No one has the right to tell you how you feel and whether you're right or wrong. And it usually is a person that we can't seem to say goodbye to. And why can't we say goodbye? What is it about this person that we can't say goodbye to? And do they know that? Like, in reality, do they know that? Maybe. Maybe they sense it. And maybe we can't imagine, like, if we're having a bad day, and those of us now that I'm living on my own, and even one of my kids, they were, you know, doing their own thing. Like, there's been times I'm like, oh, well, at least there'll be someone on the other end of the phone, you know, when I feel like, you know. So, but, you know, and I wonder if them being in our life and filling our head with all these things, and we're thinking, oh, good, maybe someday, is it clouding or ruining our judgment of other people that we're meeting? Is it clouding or ruining our feelings that we have for other people that we're meeting? I think it is. I think it does. I mean, just me, my opinion. And why does she have a different car? And I've talked to people that they've done it. They said it was hard for them to do it. They did it though. They, you know, did admit they missed them. They admitted that even a year later they think about them and what, you know, but they have to, you know, it's less and less they think of them. And they wonder. They think that, they wonder, this is something they also said, they wonder what they, what, you know, and I've wondered this, what don't I have that the other person wanted that I didn't have? What didn't I have? And why didn't they want me? And someone commented on that, and in one of my videos. And let's face it, life is not a dress rehearsal, and sometimes we act the same scene over and over and over again, hoping that we're going to get that part of someone's partner, you know. Where I what I mean is, we make the same mistakes over and over again with, you know, that we've made with other guys. So sometimes we have to sit back, think, reflect. Okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? So, and change it up. Like, you know, an actor, when they don't get the part over and over again. Okay, what am I doing wrong? You know, I got to play, you know, next time that part is up, you know, there's an audition for that part, you got to kind of play it a little differently. You learn a little something each time. And, but do we give up? No. we don't give up. We may give up with that person, but we don't give up. We might, because we might land a different part with a different person. It might be a better part. Like, hey, I didn't, like an actor. I know I'm using this metaphor, but an actor, he didn't get that part. But I mean, there was people, friends, they were interviewed, and some of them didn't, get certain parts, and then they got friends, and it was, wow. Oh, if I would have got that part, and I wouldn't have been on Friends, and I wouldn't have been, this phenomenon. So, some people follow their dreams and never give up. Some people are persistent, and I know somebody that played the game and that the person wanted, the non-committal, whatever, and then it got more and more and more, and then got in a relationship. That's rare. It doesn't always happen. And some people give it a try, and then they go in another direction. And that's what I think I need to do. Go in a different direction. My friend's texting me. She's probably like, where are you? So we go in another direction. We do. So, and we need to. If you're trying to be an artist and you don't draw so great, you're not going to make it as an artist. If you're trying to be a singer and you don't really have a singer's voice, you're not going to make it as a singer. So people start out in college, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then they go, no, that's not for me, and go in another direction. So chalk it up to a learning experience with that person. And now I know what I don't want the next time. Now I know what I need to do different the next time. And a guy even commented on a review of the rules and said it is 90% of that book is true. So maybe I'll get home early enough tonight and I will work on the rules reading that. No, I might not agree with it all, but it's worth a read, and maybe it'll change some things that I'm doing wrong. It'll point out some things, but I really need to get inside because my friend's probably wondering where I am. But think about this. Don't breadcrumb someone. Don't let someone breadcrumb you. Okay? Learn from the experience with the person, and then guess what? Move on and find somebody that is right for you. Learn from your mistakes that you made with this person. Move on. Whether it was an actual relationship, not this breadcrumbing crap. Move on. Move on from that relationship by, say, one person said, listen, are you trying to break up with me? Yes. Okay. No need to see each other. Okay, move on. Not always that easy for people. Not always. It was easy with me with Steven. I felt it drifting apart and whatever. And I was just like, okay, see you, let's just get our own places, whatever. And we slowly faded away. And I was a little ticked off that he went back to the ex that gave us such a hard time and made our lives miserable. But maybe he wasn't over her. Maybe he needed to be with me, go back to her to realize, this isn't what I want. So, all right. And I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to go. Be good. Probably have salmon. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.